Hi kids! Welcome to our Module 3 Day 3 session. Join me to uncover past participle and the past perfect tense. In the previous lesson, you were able to use the appropriate past form of the verb. It's time to check out if you are still familiar with these verbs. And for our lesson objectives, familiarize oneself with the past participle form of regular and irregular verbs, and then use the past perfect tense of the verb in constructing sentences. And then let's recall. My aunt arrived from the US before the lockdown. Wow, you've got it right. Her friends came hours after her. They undergo quarantine for 14 days in a hotel. Okay. Another point for that. Two of her friends developed a fever after before it ended. Health personnel take them to the hospital for treatment. Let's try to see if we got it right. And now, let's have the past participle. For most verbs, the past participle is the same as the past tense and is created by adding d, ed, ied at the end of the word. These are called regular verbs. However, the past participles of irregular verb do not end in ed and may not be the same as the past tense of the verb. Since they are irregular, they do not follow any pattern, and the best way to learn them would be to repeat and memorize them. Take for an example, break. That's the verb, and the past form of it is broke, and then the past participle broken. Draw. The past form drew, and then the past participle drawn. Sing. Past form sang, and then past participle sung. And then we have to remember when using the past participle, remember the pattern had plus past participle. And then with that pattern, it will lead us to the past perfect tense. And then let's try. So you have to complete the missing past form of the verb from regular form towards the past form and then the past participle. And then let's begin. Okay, you give the past form. Congratulations, you got it. Bead, bade, and then the past participle is okay. Next, you have it there. Another point for that. overdraw, so past form, and then the past participle. Okay, brilliant. Oh, it's very common to ML players. Give the past form at the same time the past participle. Okay. So that's it for the past participle. And of course, we'll link this one towards past perfect tense. Remember the pattern? Had plus the past participle. So let's try to see if you can get it right. And then let's try. We refused to let him in, for he had forgotten to wash his hands and face. Let's try to see if we got it right. Wow, nice try. Athletes had exercised outside before the pandemic happened. Okay, another point for that. Some plants had become supplements before research noticed them. See if we got it right. Okay, congratulations. Since the pandemic began, many had chosen to go back home. Try to see if we got it. And then it's correct. People said that China had known about the virus before the WHO. Congratulations. And then with that, the past perfect tense is used when you are talking about a completed action before another action in the past. This means that there are two past actions mentioned. Take for an example, I had used masks in public places before the government announced its use. Had used, that's the first action, and then the second action is announced. Past perfect is formed using had plus past participle. The past participle also means the past form of the verb except for irregular verbs. In irregular verbs, a different form is used. Last night, my brother drove me to the pharmacy to buy a mask. So, drove there, that's a simple past. While in the second statement, earlier my brother had driven me to the pharmacy before he remembered his assignment. So we have to change it. You have to change the spelling of drove, and then the spelling of drove to the past participle is driven. So you have there had driven. We use had is because it's the past perfect tense. Verbs that take the past form happen first before the past action. Patients had experienced high fever before the difficulty in breathing occurred. High fever happened first while difficulty in breathing followed after that. The words before and after will help indicate which past action happened first or last. China had announced its first death before the world became aware of the virus. If we're using before automatic, the past perfect tense is in the first thought. If we're using after, we can say that the past perfect tense is in the second thought. Okay, let's try. The test blank started when Cora arrived. Wow, nice try. Before I watch TV, studied my lessons for the next day. After I blank, I go to bed. After I had eaten, went. Do you have thereafter? Remember, there's a clue. We blank finished cleaning before our advisor arrived. Congratulations! Next, when you blank, mother already. Okay, so yay! Congratulations! So, to end this session, you have to remember that the past perfect tense occurs when two past actions are involved in a sentence. It uses the pattern had plus the past participle form of the verb. And then the past action that happened first would take the past perfect tense. And hope that you've learned something today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on our virtual class. Bye!